The story of the internet is one of vision, cooperation, and endless curiosity that began during a time when computers filled entire rooms and communication was far from instantaneous. Today, it's hard to imagine life without the internet, but how did this invention, now woven into every part of our lives, actually begin? The internet's roots go back to the 1950s, at the height of the Cold War. In the United States, there was a pressing concern. What if the Soviet Union launched a nuclear attack and destroyed key communication hubs? The U.S. Department of Defense, aiming to create a more resilient form of communication, started investing in a project that could maintain military communications even during an attack. Out of this need came ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, a revolutionary concept created by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. ARPANET's goal was to connect different computers across various universities and military bases in a way that if one node, essentially a connected computer, was destroyed, the rest could continue to communicate. The solution involved packet switching, an idea introduced by scientists Paul Baran and Donald Davies, where data would be broken into packets before being sent and then reassembled on the other side. Packet switching became the building block for network communication. On October 29, 1969, the very first message was sent over ARPANET from UCLA to the Stanford Research Institute. The message was supposed to be the word login, but due to a technical glitch, only "log" was transmitted before the system crashed. Despite this minor failure, it was a monumental first step, proving that computers could connect and share information across significant distances. ARPANET grew quickly. By the 1970s, researchers across the US were using it to send files, access remote databases, and even send early forms of email. But while ARPANET connected a select few institutions, it was still far from the global network we know today. One of the biggest breakthroughs came in 1973 when Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn introduced the Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol, TCP/IP. TCP/IP provided a standardized method for transmitting data across different networks, regardless of their internal systems or structure. It was a language that any network could understand, allowing ARPANET to eventually link with other networks. This was the turning point that enabled separate networks to connect, leading to the formation of a network of networks. By January 1, 1983, ARPANET fully transitioned to TCP/IP, a day now known as Flag Day. From this point on, any computer that used TCP/IP could connect to this unified network, essentially laying down the foundation for the modern internet. While the internet's initial focus was military and academic, it was Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist working at CERN, who took the internet mainstream. In 1989, he proposed the idea of the World Wide Web, WWW, envisioning it as a way for scientists to share information seamlessly. Berners-Lee created HTML, hypertext markup language, to format information, URLs, uniform resource locators, to locate it, and HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, to transmit it. In 1991, the World Wide Web became publicly available, and for the first time, ordinary people could access and share information on the internet. The invention of the web was groundbreaking, giving users the ability to navigate through a web of information with ease and making the internet a household concept. With the web's accessibility, the 1990s saw an internet explosion. Early providers like AOL and Netscape made it possible to access the web from home, though speeds were slow, requiring noisy dial-up connections. However, by the late 1990s and early 2000s, broadband and fiber optic connections dramatically increased speeds, turning the internet into an essential tool for everything from news to education and business. Commerce, social media, and online communication platforms followed, forever changing how people interacted and did business. Companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon grew rapidly, and suddenly, the internet became more than a convenience. It became an industry and a way of life. From those early days of ARPANET to the seamless, high-speed connections we rely on today, the internet has evolved tremendously. It now connects billions of devices across the globe, enabling everything from instant messaging to virtual reality, and it shows no signs of slowing down. With the rise of technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and 5G, the internet continues to expand its reach and capabilities. So, from a Cold War security solution to a platform that allows us to communicate instantly with anyone in the world, the internet is a testament to human ingenuity. It has reshaped societies, bridged cultures, and created an interconnected world beyond what anyone could have imagined when that first message, "Hello," was sent in 1969. The journey of the internet is far from over, and as we look to the future, it's clear this invention will only continue to change our lives in ways we're just beginning to understand.